and I'm going to talk to you about the unintended consequences social media has had on your mental health. I'm going to show you what's stressing you out every day, what it's doing to you, and how you can craft a better experience for yourself. Found that the top 3 diagnoses on university campuses are anxiety,
unpleasant state of mental uneasiness, nervousness, apprehension, and obsession or concern about some uncertain event.
That anxiety might get worse over time and cause things like chest pains or night. Sometimes the anxiety is so severe that it causes someone to be anxious about leaving the house or doing everyday things. This anxiety might be a sign of generalized anxiety disorder.
It's going to be normal to feel anxious sometimes for all of us, and it's something we want to feel a little anxious so that we take action on things that need some action. But if the anxiety is getting so paralyzing that we're avoiding important things, when you start to see it interfere with the things you need to do to take care of yourself, in daily life, I don't want to go out because there might be a crowd there, then you want to start to think, could this be getting in my way? And
other symptoms include edginess and restlessness, difficulty concentrating or feeling like the mind just goes blank, and also irritability. Psychological symptoms can also lead to physical manifestations of symptoms like digestive problems. Feeling difficulty sleeping is a really common symptom. People who have anxiety might even understand that their anxieties are excessive and unreasonable, but they feel it's out of their control and don't quite know how to.
The Canadian Association of Mental Health found that as young as grades 7 to 12 students spend 2 hours a day on social media, reported higher levels of anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts as young as 12 years old.
My life has been full of busy ever since I can remember. I had a passion for art and creativity since I was a little kid, and it's what I've always dreamed of doing when I grow up. As a kid, you have this endless joy, this way of seeing life with no expectations, and seizing every opportunity to create fun. I was bullied in middle school for being myself. I was bullied at age 14 by myself. I wasn't sure of what my relationship with God was. I wasn't sure who I was, to be honest. I felt a loss of control over my life. My passion was becoming a job, an overwhelming feeling to feel at age 14. I was facing a dream of mine that I had ever since I was little, and while everyone celebrated this success, my goal was to starve myself to death. I didn't see a point in living. I didn't see the point of going further. I wasn't really secure in my relationship with God, to be honest. I wasn't seeing it as it was. I do this. I saw it as a religion, something I was a part of since I grew up in it, and that's what a lot of people see it as, to be honest, instead of what it truly is, which is a relationship with God. I felt so alone, so isolated, so invisible, and it wasn't until I was woken up from this false reality that I had kind of created in my own mind, one full of self-suffering and torture, one of hopelessness and fear, that I realized I had it all wrong. I visited my brother's teaching in November of 2018 and felt this feeling inside my mind and body, one of a calling, like a caring parent calling back their child who was missing. I felt this push to give that control of my life back to God, to come back to our relationship, to begin again, and to fully give Christ control of my life, to go where He calls me, to trust that He's got me, to nurture our relationship and treat it as such. It wasn't just a church attendance or scripture memorization. It was an everyday choice to continue my relationship with God, to trust that I still had a purpose on this earth, that my mission here was unfinished. Life was still hard, but I had that relationship with Christ, that hope and peace that no matter what happened, I had a forever friend who would help me, who wouldn't leave me, who wouldn't let me overthink our relationship, would be there waiting for me every single day. Nobody really talks about how strange and uncomfortable it is to be in the diagnosis process. You feel exposed and flawed. You feel ashamed and confused. You feel regret and weak. You feel nervous and sick. You aren't sure what's wrong, but you know something is. It gets so loud and so exhausting. I'm 17 now, almost 18. Almost an adult, according to society. Supposed to have my life together, my path planned out, be in a relationship, have tons of friends, and sit on my phone while half ignoring life and of ignoring those around me. I felt those things, not knowing what to do, Google searching symptoms and clearing my history, convincing myself it was all for attention. Convinced myself I could just clear away my problems. If I didn't face them, they weren't real. I did it for a while, tried to wait it out. Maybe it was just stress, maybe it was just success too quickly. But unfortunately, you cannot outrun your overwhelming anxiety. It's pretty fast. Restless nights turn to days without sleep. Simple tasks become overwhelming giants, and your brain just doesn't stop ever.
I'm not saying being a Christian cured all my problems, and to be honest, it probably made me a target for a lot more. But I will promise you that the only reason I'm able to walk on this earth and live the life that I am is because I have a loving God who shows me love and mercy and care every single day. I've found a healthy prayer life through my diagnosis period. I've talked to God more than I think I ever have in my life. We're close, like really, really close. He knows all my thoughts, he knows my concerns, he knows where I need help, and he sent some really, really, really great people to help me in those areas. And that's really come to my biggest thing. Help. I grew up wanting to be strong, confident, secure. I think our society has a really incorrect definition of what strong means. The exact definition of strong is able to withstand great force or pressure. I think it's pretty weak of me to hide behind a fake smile. It's pretty weak to not reach out for help. It's pretty weak to face these overwhelming thoughts alone and overthink for hours without help. I think it's pretty strong to reach out. It's pretty strong to get help. It's strong to go to others. It's pretty strong to fight that pressure to keep to yourself, whether that's put there by you or society or your family. It's strong to fight that pressure. It's pretty strong to get the help you need to better yourself. I think it's pretty strong to face Satan head on and to be on God's side 100%. To have such a strong faith that no wind can shake it. No matter what you go through, you know whose side you're on. To be different, to stand out, to understand yourself and love yourself and give yourself a break. To find joy in the small things, even when you think all you can do is fail. It's pretty strong to keep going. You're so very strong to keep going.
The truth is, there is nothing to be ashamed of. For reaching out, for needing help, for sharing your thoughts. Fear may be in the unknown, but there is power in numbers. Ecclesiastes 4:9-12 says 2 are better than 1, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him. And a three-fold cord is not quickly broken. The Bible encourages us to be strong and reach out, to fight the thoughts of ourselves and society and talk about what's going on. You cannot be a strong vessel of the Lord and help others if you haven't even helped yourself first. Some of the greatest advice I've gotten is from those around me, those I had those uncomfortable talks with, and those I met randomly. We've gotten comfortable with being comfortable nowadays. I want to start a change, whether that's within one person or 20. I want to encourage you guys to go out of your comfort zone, whether that's reaching out to get help or talking to a random stranger. What I am about to do is going to scare me so badly. These actions will cause me to think about this for days more than likely. But I know this mindset is molded by fear, and fear has already been defeated by God. So I'm going to go out and ask some random strangers for the best advice in life, because sometimes you must go out of your comfort zone to truly find comfort.
Question is, what's one thing that made you happy today?
Oh boy, I wasn't expecting that.
Shopping.
No.
I got my kitchen floors clean.
Nice, nice.
Having this conversation with you.
Being around family.
Seeing you guys. One great thing. Yes.
I got a hug.
And then what's one piece of advice you'd give people nowadays?
Be kind to each other. Respect one another. Conversation. No communication in this world. Talk.
What about you?
Say about the same thing.
Same thing?
Try not to care so much.
That's good. That's good.
Smile a lot.
If you really want to know, I'd say just go easy.
Go easy?
Like, just go easy.
I don't know. Always keep a smile on your face.
That's the second time I've heard that. Let's keep a smile on your face.
Keep 'em
Thank you.
thinking.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank